and even more with Katrina, we just put them with the gods, and the gods merge with them and mauve with them. It's called the mauve zone. And they mauve with them, and as a result, those basic chakras are shining, and that is your extraterrestrial army. Now it says on February 19th, the great God, 3rd chapter of the Book of Law, the God Ra-Heru-Kahudi would rise from the skies at the fall of the great equinox. Harmachis would rise, which Harmachis is the great Sphinx, would rise and bring fresh fever from the skies. Those are the illuminated chakras of the great turn, because we had massive death that's now been put to the gods and illuminated the gods, and they've all mobbed as one. Okay, last piece of this, and we can go into the question and answer. All right. In India we got in India we have the last incarnation of Kalki and Vishnu. And the Vishnu has something called the Shudarsha chakra. You heard me talk about this in my lectures. The Shudarsha chakra is called the Shudarsha. Shudarsha, beautiful bee. The name of Vishnu's weapon, a discus, lives in the sky, has the form of a wheel. By the rotation, comes back to Vishnu's hand. It is a very sharp edge which can slice off the head of demons as big as mountains, but also sprays fire sparks, blast the beams of lightning, that so it can burn down cities. Now hold on now, because I'm going to show you what it is. Burn down cities, which has the arms of an elephant trunk. Vishnu's arms are respectively Vishnu aims respectively at the enemy's armies and fells the demons in battle over the thousands and throws cutting, burning at the same time. So it's called the Sudarsha chakra. Now, what it does, it burns down the triple cities. Remember I said I just came back from Columbia, South Carolina? And it's not there anymore, although the people are there. It's just a little college town hanging on, but Mullen, South Carolina is not there. That is a form of God's chakras, the chakras of enlightened beings burning down the cities. It's called Shiva destroys the triple cities of the demons. The demons are nothing but another word for the asuras, humans. We create these illusionary cities called Maya that we live in, and they're called the triple cities of illusion, but the chakras are what's burning them down. The golden compass, the movie talks about everybody has a demon. That demon is the daemon, which is melanin, which is called daemonic, the good daemon, which is melanin, which you get the word daemon, amon, hidden substance. But those daemons are nothing but the chakra systems inside of us. Now, remember, we got 160 chakras. We got 7 major chakras. Most of these active here are dealing with the third eye chakras, which is the Sudarsha chakra. And then you got the Goetia, which is the demons, but those, they have seals, and you ever look at the Goetia, which is supposed to be the demons of Solomon, that bind these demons in his signet ring. But they are seals, and those seals are nothing but chakras. Now, so the angels, which were the angelic archangel hosts, and the demons, that's nothing but the souls of the asuras, which is the humans, i.e. Haitians, unite in Shudarsha. So that when the angels and the demons, remember the angels and demon movies that came out? That's actually talking about the archangel energy and the daemonic energy, which is just talking about the hidden chakras inside of the physical body. And the angels and demons, when they unite, i.e. Haiti, and those souls, tsunami, what have you, Katrina, and those particular souls that are passed on, when they unite, then they unite in what is called Sudarsha. That's the Sudarsha chakra. The Sudarsha chakra is also called Merkaba. Merkaba is Ezekiel's wheel. The Sri Yantra, the ultimate symbol of the yantra, of the ultimate symbol of the goddess, is the Sudarsha chakra. The Sudarsha chakra destroys the triple cities. The Mayan calendar, the 2012 Mayan calendar, is the calendar of a Sudarsha chakra that disappears the cities, that destroys the cities, i.e. Columbia, South Carolina, Mullen, South Carolina. The cities are destroyed when Shiva dances. He dances on top of a dwarf of ignorance. But if you ever see the dance in Shiva, which is called the Shiva Nataraja, and when you see that dance in Shiva, he's dancing, not only there's a serpent around him, but he's dancing in a circle. There's a circle and a disc he's dancing in. That's the Sudarsha chakra. And Shiva destroys the triple cities of the demons. So, what is happening here, the basic chakra systems, is nothing but the chakra systems of the beings, and those are your UFOs. Those are your UFOs, but they come together when the gods and the titans merge, clash of the titans. But they merge, but they merge in the Great War. They merge and come together, and they have a truce. Remember, they granted him a truce, but they had a truce between the Orishas and the humans back in 2007. We talk about that in the lectures. Nevertheless, everything now is one, and now these particular spirits are now coming together. You want to get a basic chakra book? Get the book. You get a book called The Book of Chakras. Discover the Hidden Forces Within You by Ambika Walters. AMBIKAWAUTERS. The Book of the Chakras. Another book is called The Wheel of Life. It might be changed to a new book, but The Wheels of Life by Anodea Judith. ANODEA Judith. JUDITH. So this particular thing, the extraterrestrials are here. They are now being empowered. The whole angel and all of that type of stuff. But what you don't realize is it's going on inside of you. Your extraterrestrials is your 7 major chakras and your 160 chakras all together. And this is what is going down. Let's go to some question and answers.
All right, all right. Listen
so that Mayan
everyone.
calendar?
Yes.
Right. Mayan calendar, that's the chakra. You see that round Mayan calendar? That's the end chakra. You had a earthquake in Haiti on the 12th of January. You had an aftershock on the 20th of January. 2012.
That's right.
20 damn 12.
That's right. That's
this
right.
This shit is happening now, which I've been telling people for years.
Wow.
So now, so let's go into a question and answer. But before we do that, let's put this one thing up again to get the stimulus package and get the other items I have talked about tonight, as well as the videos, the CDs, the picture package. You all really need to get up on that one and put those pictures in your house. Call that number 678-358-1055. 678-358-1055. Let's go to a question and answer.
All right. Listen up, everyone. I do want to remind you why I have your attention here really quick. We're going to go to question and answer. I'll put the number up for Brother Bobby Hemmitt for the picture package, DVD, CD, 678-358-1055. For those of you who are also trying to get the herb pack from Brother Panic, make sure you email him at panicpack, spelled P-A-C-K, at hotmail.com, and get you that panic pack to open up the pineal gland. Lots of information that Brother Bobby is dropping. Make sure we have 40 minutes here left to go in the forum. Brother Bobby, definitely would love to have you come back to do another part to this. We're going to have Brother Panic follow us up on Friday night to continue. We'll close out with that. Now, if you're on the phone line, please press 1 if you have a question. Make sure your computer speakers are off, and we're going to go to this. Make your questions quick so we can get to it. All right, calling in on line number 39, calling in from area code 813. You're live in a remix. Please tell us who you are and where you're calling from.
This is Ramses from Tampa, Florida.
All right, Robbie, you got a question for Brother Bobby?
Yes, I totally agree with what he was saying about the UFO thing. I've done some research on the whole thing.
Okay, brother, you got a question. We got about 40 minutes. Come with your question so we can try to get to everybody.
I have a question. I have a question on what does he think about the teacher, Dr. Malachi Zior? What's his outlook?
Dr. York, he taught people that normally wouldn't get access to that particular information. He did do that. You see, C. Freeman L. say when people are in certain organizations and stuff, it's because they're supposed to be in those particular organizations. And he did his particular job, and as a result of him doing his job, he left. Not in a spaceship, but he just basically left so that the people could get on with being the gods. And he as much as told people this in 1999 in a conversation at the Omni Hotel. He says, time for you all to become gods. So basically that's that. That's that. But as far as him going to the planet Ritz, no, he didn't do that. He's in a maximum security prison. And you know the rest of that. So, yeah.
All right. Okay. Thank you for calling in.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to go to the next caller calling in from on line number 443. Calling in on line area code 443. You're live in a remix. (443). All right. They don't have anything to say. We'll go to the next caller. Calling in on area code 337. You're live in a remix. Yes, hello.
Hey, peace, Brother Bobby, Ms. Blue. Can't even take time to express my appreciation to you guys. I'm in South Louisiana, approximately 2.5 hours from New Orleans. And, Brother Bobby, you put me on the path, and, thank you for that. My question is, I just want to know, with the powers that be, with duality in mind, how do you think the powers that be are going to manipulate their technologies to, as far as UFOs and things? Because with my research, I'm aware that, they have some sort of access to these technologies to manipulate us as the people, to get us, caught up in the whole media and everything else pushes us towards. How do you think they're going to use that against us, or what is your take on that, brother?
Brother Bobby? Let me make sure Brother Bobby is still with us. Hold on.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
can you hear me?
Hear you now. We can hear you now, Brother Bobby.
Okay, this is what's going on. The only thing that they're caught up in is this. For the mere fact that you are focusing on them, they have already won the war. You're supposed to be about your agenda and what you're getting into, and you worried about some damn people that are weak. They don't have no fucking technology but some old round airplanes. They don't have no UFO. They got some round airplanes. They've been abducting people and shitting people for the last 60-something years. They don't have no technology. We give them more power than they have, and the power that they have is you so busy looking for their agenda on what they're going to do, and you ain't, and that's why I have to come on and explain what our agenda is. You're not tapped in because they have given us an agenda of fear. Fuck dealing with them in that fear of what they're going to do, because you never know what they're going to do, but then again, on the other hand, you are the gods. What is your agenda? So what they do here is they take us out of our agenda by making you focus on fear, on what they're going to do next. Who gives a fuck? Whatever they do, they've already done it to us, and we didn't even know about it. The point I'm trying to make here is we have an agenda. The agenda that we're talking about tonight, that's our agenda. Damn them and what they're going to do. If you focus on that, just like they say, when I said it first, I say you create. Can you still hear me?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes.
I say you create the world around you, Well, that's what you do.
Right.
They give you all of this fear, and you create the world around you, because now you looking next for what the fuck they going to do. And they ain't going to do shit. They waiting on us. From now on,
Right.
y'all need to get out all that conspiracy shit. They don't have no power. But the problem here is that you all are mistaking that for knowledge. What the government going to do? Fuck the government. This is what the gods are doing. We are gods now. The shit done shifted. We done gone to a whole nother level. We still worrying about them motherfuckers. You see what I'm saying? And that's when we give them the power, because we create their existence and their stability to still reign through our fears. You see what I'm saying? So that shouldn't even be that shouldn't even enter into our discussion no more about a fucking government and what the hell they gonna do. Like the guy that wrote the Voodoo Gnostic workbook say, they have their job and they got their work and we got ours. Now you gotta find out what our work is, and damn that old shit. I don't give a fuck what they do, because whatever they do, it can't stop this. Because this world is going on. And we just talked about how this was an illusionary world, so who gives a damn? Even if they kill 1 million of us, they're not killing us, they're freeing us. So, but the point about it is we got to tap into the energy on what we are doing. And damn the fucking government. Don't ask me no more motherfucking questions about no fucking bullshit-ass government this week that we create based on our fears. We're talking, and I'm not talking to you personally, brother. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going off on you. What I'm trying to say here is at this particular time, we are rising. They don't have no power over us, only the power that we give them by creating their rule over us from the inside out. We create that shit. That's what we're talking about. We got to get rid of this illusion, this glamour. If anybody want to see what's going on, there's a book it's called The Revelation of St. John, The Path to the Soul Initiation. And in that book, it's called Revelation of St. John, Path to the Soul Initiation by Zachary F. Lansdowne, Lansodwne, Lansodwne, Lansdowne, Zachary F. Lansdowne, The Revelation of St. John. And in there they go into the chapter of the Apocalypse dealing with glamour and Maya, illusion, glamour, and that's what it is. So that's what we got to get past is our own idiosyncrasies to see the gods in us. You see.
Yes.
So I'm not going off on you, brother. I'm just trying to say they don't have no power. And this is now we talking about the return of the gods. Damn what they gonna do. They can't do shit.
Right.
Only thing they could do was to give us a Barack Obama. You see what I'm saying? So we can focus on him not giving us nothing, because that ain't his job to give us nothing. His job was to heal the coming of the rise of the gods, and he did that on damn inauguration day. But the rest of this stuff here is, damn the government, they don't have no power. We talking about a whole other realm here, and they don't even belong to it, don't even know what's going on, and can't do shit about it. You see?
Yes.
So give me some questions.
Next call. All right. Going to the next caller calling in from 402. You are live in the remix.
Hello.
402? Yes, hello.
Hello, Miss Blue. Hello, Brother Bobby. How are you doing?
How you doing?
I remember you did a reading for me in Omaha, Nebraska, in December. Do you remember me? My name is Adema.
Yes.
Okay, I have a question about what you had talked about going back to South Carolina.
Right.
About back home. Well, recently, I have been in the States for 18 years. I was in Nigeria. And I have this overwhelming fear of going back to Nigeria. And I also had the stimulus package. And after doing the stimulus package, all these things, wonderful things have been happening, especially the boyfriend that I went out with in high school contacted me, and I hadn't heard from him in 20 years, and we're about to be engaged and married. And he's Yoruba, and his name is Babajide. And that's just, And I haven't, ever since I've been in the States, I've not had any, like, real relationship until after I left Nigeria. And I always question why I came, and I've gone through so many stages in my life and, I guess, initiations to the point where I'm so much different now than when I left. So that was the one question I had about going back. And I mean, I have this feeling that
You still haven't phrased the question. What is the question? What's the final question? What's the question you want me to answer for you? Is it okay to go back?
Yeah.
The holy ground is where you stand. As long as you know that you are the God within, you can go around the planet. Because it's not the outside. That's an illusion. It's inside. So, yeah, you're able to do all of that now because you're not dependent on destinations and geographical locations to set your patterns for you or to set your reality for you. Now you can go back because you're dealing with the inner self. You got illuminated chakra, so you can go to fucking Timbuktu or you can go to damn China. You see, holy ground is where you stand because the temple is within. So it's pretty. You can do what you want to do now. Long as you realize that geographical locations does not dictate your reality. Your reality is coming from inside, and this is what you make it.
Yeah. Okay, so if I go there, I won't, like, feel ill or anything like that, like you had mentioned.
Well, even before your feelings and everything has to do with you on the inside. That's what I'm trying to say.
Right,
you see what I'm saying?
Right.
It has to do with on the inside. And that's whether you're in Alabama or New York City. It's all the same now. The earth realm, you see what I'm saying, is an illusion and it's disappearing as we talk.
Right.
So right now we're talking about sustaining yourself from the inside. So it doesn't matter. You can go back.
Okay.
You know, what have you, as long as you the goddess is going back.
Right, right. Yeah, I just wanted to... Thank you.
All right.
Okay.
All right. We're going to go to the next caller calling in from area code 234. You're live in the remix. Please tell us who you are.
Hi. This is Keisha from Akron, Ohio. Universal Dai in the chat room. I have a question. I'm an artist, and I was wondering what you would suggest just for the inner world and trying to, like, channel that energy.
Well, if you're an artist, what you want to do is, it's a good question you ask, because if you're an artist, what you want to do is now to try to focus on bringing that spiritual world to fruition. So you want to go on the internet and look up any kind of thing you can pull down on occult art. Occult art. Either get any. Right now, what's real good is to try to document the fairy kingdom. So you want to get some books on the fairies. You want to get some things, and you want to study this type of stuff. But most of the fairy stuff now is mostly European, which is nothing wrong with that, because you're supposed to document what culture you come from, and they just so happen. So I'm not mad at them for doing that. But my point here is you can do certain things now with the fairy kingdom and stuff like that. And that's a new thing. There's two tarot decks. One is a new one that just came out, so I'm going to give you the new one that just came out. And I want you to get that tarot deck, and I want you to study the artwork of the particular person. This tarot deck was done by the guy that did the movie. He was the artist that conceptualized the movie. What's Dark Crystal? The Dark Crystal. It came out
I love that movie
in 1980 or 81.
Yeah.
So you want to get it's called the Heart of Fairy Oracle. You want to get the Heart of Fairy Oracle by Brian and Wendy Fraud, F-R-O-U-D. Brian and Wendy Fraud. I want you to get that fairy article, and I want you to study the artwork of those tarot cards in there, and to try to see a surrealistic kingdom, and I want you to focus on tapping into your own world and trying to bring that to the art canvas. You see what I'm saying? So you want to get into more mystical type things. Now, there are no rules to what you draw. Just have confidence on what comes out from the inner self and put that on the canvas. But I just want to give you a variation or a diagram to go by just to see the kind of stuff that these white folks is into, and we got to get up into. You see,
so you're saying the Heart of Fairy Oracle by Brian?
But still, you might want to get this book anyway. It's called you might want to get it anyway. I'm talking about just the people out there, because it's a fairy oracle. So since the oracle now, the fairy world is back, I'm telling the people that you can, even the ones that's not artists, just to get this, just to see. It's called the Heart of Fairy Oracle. The Heart of Fairy Oracle. They put out one earlier. Called the Fairy Oracle. The Fairies Oracle, but the one you want to get now is the new one that just came out. And just to look at those beautiful things, the beautiful. They got one sister up in there too, up in the new one and stuff. One of these sisters up in there. But I want you to get that and just to see that surrealistic world, and then start tapping into that, because that's the kind of artwork that's going to bring some of this stuff through. But I implore all of you to get in. Don't worry about what color the people are. They supposed to do that. You ain't doing shit. So if they put together an article, they supposed to have certain people in their particular cultures look at a certain way. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But but if you want to communicate with the fairies, that is a good one to also get to for anybody that want to do that, because right now the fairies are nothing but just forms of our ancestors. You see what I'm saying? So any kind of occult art, not just the fairy, but cosmic art, anything you can get with. Chakra art. Get you the chakra book I told you. There's a lot of art in that chakra book. The chakra book called The Book of Chakras, Discovery of the Hidden Forces Within You by Ambika Waters. AMBIKA WAUTERS. Get that. Start doing some chakra artwork. Yes. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. You're welcome.
Paint pictures of the gods and the goddesses. Also, anything.
Right. Yes, we're going to continue on. Calling in from area code 209, you are live in the remix. Please tell us who you are.
Hey, how you doing? This is David Morris. I'm calling you guys from California. How you doing?
Mm-hmm.
The remix family, Bobby Hemmitt, Brother Panic. I gave you a call here. I'm originally from Peoria, Illinois. I've been living out here for 17 years. And last year, make it real quick, I want to know if this is spiritual or just this modern medical science that helped me out. Last year, I got sick around February. I had 2 aneurysms, bilateral scleral aneurysm, my right and left leg. I survived it, obviously. I was rushed to Stanford, and a couple of people in my family have had cerebral aneurysms and died. A couple, like 4 or 5 people, 2 people then died. No one's ever had them in their legs. It was really a shocking. I think I survived for like 2 weeks with them blowing up on my legs because I didn't go to the doctor like most black people. I tried to tough it out at home, and I just want to know what would make a person that they told me at Stanford it was amazing that I survived it. You know what I'm saying? I had a couple blood transfusions. My legs were just blown out, man. They
Well, are you? How long are you conscious? How long have you been conscious?
I'm gonna tell you the truth. I started getting more conscious right after the surgery. I was right before my wife said, because my wife's Caucasian too, and I used to be a street vice lord, and I was into the 5% thing and got into the Nation of Islam.
But nevertheless, you had some forms of consciousness throughout your life, and what has happened here is the return of the great old ones. You survived for the simple fact that there was always been a spiritual world around you. If you go see the movie if you go see the movie Clash of the Titans, he always had this guy, this woman that was around Perseus as he went through his journey. There's spirits that's always around certain people. Otherwise, you wouldn't have been awakened in this lifetime. You see what I'm saying? So as a result, that's what happened. Basically, yes, most definitely it was spiritual. Me, I've woke up and actually felt people working on my body. Maybe I hurt myself. You see what I'm saying? That day, and it didn't know it, and it was going to get sore or whatever. Or maybe it was some oncoming disease or something, and they work on my body and stuff like that. And different aspects like that. You see what I'm saying? So yes, the way I threw up that other day, if I was a regular human and hadn't transcended to the God form, I would have died. Because you know what I mean. Of this particular energy that was coming through. So yes, most definitely that was not only was it the spirits around you, but it was your own soul according to what your soul is.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
it got real stronger afterwards. I must give credit to the Sons of Light because I started listening to certain music when I was at home in bed, and I started listening to old music on YouTube and pulled up Dial My Heart. Then I started finding out they were the Sons of Light. Then I started following them to Gambia. Then I started learning about what is the Sons of Light, what is the Yamanese. Then it took me to Dr. York. Then it took me to you. Then next thing you know, I was like, hold on, man, I'm 36 years old.
Right, basically you just following a certain path that was available. But it was your soul, you see what I'm saying, that was actually doing it because it was at that particular it was at that particular time. Don't even worry about the European, you married to the European. I found out one thing, it's just like when Minnie Riperton came through, she said, I married this guy, Richard Rudolph, because he could open doors for me. So certain things put certain people in your path to do something. So that had nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? Certain things, you are with who you're supposed to be with. You see what I'm saying? Okay. So don't look at that as an indication of you not being conscious or what have you. You see what I'm saying? Certain things down here work themselves out. You see what I'm saying? But yes, if you weren't the soul that incarnated down there to have this experience, you would have been out of here. So it was definitely that. Yes.
All right.
Well,
we're going to continue on here. Let's get to the next caller. Calling in, it looks like on, so many of you guys. Let's see. Calling in from area code 347. You are live in the remix.
Hello?
Yes, greetings.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, I'm Simone. How you doing, Bobby and Miss Blue?
How you doing?
How are you?
Yes, I'm Queen of Swords, Facebook also. I wanted to know, I noticed that lately I have a lot of energy. I can't sleep, and even when I do sleep for 2 or 3 hours, I still have a lot of energy. I noticed that's been going on lately. It's like I could sleep for 3 hours and still have a lot of energy.
Right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's Kundalini energy. Okay. Kundalini energy keep you up. Mine was so bad recently. Yeah. I just started going back to sleep. But I still don't go to sleep till 3 o'clock, sometimes 4. But it had gotten so bad that I wasn't going till I had to take 3 sips of liquor and then down that shit with some Budweiser or some shit, just so I can go to sleep. That's how powerful the energy was. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? But that's Kundalini energy. That's Kundalini energy. A lot of people have said that when they ordered the purple disc from the stimulus package, that they had they had a whole lot of energy and the power. What you don't realize is that's actually Kundalini energy that they're experiencing with the purple disc. And it does the same thing. But even without the purple disc, that is none other than the Kundalini energy. And there's a book out you need to get on that purple disc. And the people that don't, you're going to have, the purple disc comes with the stimulus package. People don't have it, but the people who do have it, to get further information on the disc that you're wearing around you, you want to get a book called Tachyon Energy. Tachyon Energy, Tachyon, Tachyon, Tachyon Energy, A New Paradigm in Holistic Healing by David Wagner and Gabrielle, Gabriel Cousins, Cousens, MD. David Wagner and Gabrielle Cousins. It's called Tachyon Energy. You go online and order this particular book. It is out of this world. But one of the main things they talk about is the Kundalini energy. So even without that, that's what that is, that you can't get to sleep. It's your Kundalini energy is rising. The Earth's Kundalini energy is risen. And because of these souls now have risen with those gods, their Kundalini energy is permeating, which is also what you're also feeling. And all of this is the 2012 chakra. Yes.
All right.
And the chakras line up with the Kundalini. So it's your own God force coming into being. Tachyon Energy by David Wagner and Gabrielle Cousins. Get the book.
All right.
On the purple disc.
On the purple disc. We're going to continue on with more questions. We have about 16 minutes left to go in the forum. calling in from area code 520. You are live in the remix. Please tell us who you are.
Peace, y'all. This is Oluwa Kayode in Tucson, Arizona. And just to, go off of what you just said, Bobby, I want people to know that, when that Kundalini energy rises, don't be scared of it. Let it come through. You'll feel electrocuted. You might be in your bed
right,
like, what's going on?
Brother, yes, beautiful. Do you have a question for Brother Bobby?
All right, my bad. All right, my question is, Bobby, about 10 years ago on your tape, you said something about Thunderbird, and you said that there's a medicine woman that walks with Thunderbird. She comes and visits.
No, I never said Thunderbird. You got that wrong. I said Thunderdog. Thunderdog. That's who I was talking about. Thunderdog was an entity that rose up in the Native American mounds called the Pinson Mounds. That's in Jackson, Tennessee. That's the same place where Gil Scott Heron was from, and also Lemoyne-Owen College, a black college down there. Jackson, Tennessee is maybe 2 hours away from Nashville, and they have a mound complex down there. And we used to go to those mound complexes in 1994, and we went down there and we rose up a Native American equivalent of Anubis called Thunderdog. They wore these white clothing and had this horse, and he told us to put together a Thunderdog altar. But it's interesting. But it's interesting you would talk about the Thunderbird because that's none other than Horus. That's none other than a Native American form of Horus. Native American form of Horus, and there's plenty of stuff on the internet based on that. But the one and I don't know whether I mispronounced it in the lecture, but I talk about Thunderdog. I even got a tape called Thunderdog in the Motor City. But so Thunderdog is a Native American deity that we talk about, and I used to talk about in the 90s, and that was the one I was connected to.
So is there a medicine woman along with that walks with him that you said?
Probably so. You called one time. You thinking it had something to do with your wife?
Yeah, my girlfriend keeps seeing her. We don't know her name. She comes in and just, chills around the bed. She just smiles and walk away. And I don't know her name. I just want to at least greet her, say, hey, whatever. Thank you for coming or something.
Oh, yeah, well, it could be some other things. It could be a past consort. It could be several things, several things. And there's some people that can probably ultimately give you a reading and find out about those types of things. Yes.
Okay. Hey, I'm sorry, real quick. You said I got your picture package, and you have a picture here of this brother looking to the right. I don't know who he is or what his significance is. He has like a beard and mustache. He's in a copper kind of thing.
He's in a what?
African Venus.
Oh, that's an African king. He comes along with the African Venus. He was an African king in the 1800s. The French artist that came down, he came to visit the king, and he visited the king, and then he saw this beautiful woman and sculpted her and called it African Venus. But he has hundreds of those things. They had an exhibit in New York on the different ones. But he's just an African king, a Sudanese king from the Sudan. Yes. Okay. He's in the ancestor realm, so he's powerful. And then you got the African Venus. She's real powerful. Yes. And it documents the documents dreads from you know what I'm saying, because there's an argument saying that dreads are only originated in the West, but this here documents that we wore dreads on the continent, or locks, so you want to call them or what have you, and that documents it with that statue also. Yes.
All right, bro.
Okay, but she's a form of Urzuli Danta. There's two Venuses. There's a Venus that's Urzuli Frida, and then there's Urzuli Danta, which is more of the African type one. The Urzuli Frida is a mulatto that formulates in the West. Urzuli Danta is one that comes from the continent, and so that image of that African Venus for the people is only two color pictures you get, but that one is also Urzuli Danta, and she has her story when you deal with mythology. Yes. All right.
All right, you too. Thank you for calling in. Let's see if we can get another question in here. We have 11 minutes to go, so Next caller calling in from area code 312. Please ask your question for Brother Bobby Hemmitt.
Hello?
312.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, we can.
Yeah, all right. You know, people be talking about all this 2012 and shit. Like, I don't really think they understand what's going on, and I'm really tired of them asking them questions. I want to know as far as, like, the solar system is concerned, because we got Kundalini as far as the other planets is, like, heating up also. Is this just for the solar system, or is it going for the whole universe?
No, this is the whole universe.
That's what I thought. And what about the Olmecs? Like, they talk about, I'm trying to find information on the Olmecs, and it's like very little information. You know what I'm saying? You got anything, you know what I'm saying, further?
There's one book that came out recently on them, but I'm going to tell you what the Olmecs are. The Olmecs existed in a time when it was, they were actually, whoever built those heads, those Olmecs were the gods. They were a deity system. And so there's only one way to do it. That means that the information about them was oral and never was translated into text. Just like that Apanuk, that three-headed lion deity, was oral and was never translated into text, the one that was in Nubia that I talked about earlier. Well, what you have to do with that, if you want to find out more about them, you have to go through the channel realm of the Akashic records. And you get the information from them through the Akashic records with any good psychic or any good person that can tap in. I just so happen to have one of the best on the planet, but she can't work with nobody but me. That's why I don't even loan her out. She can't get nothing. But when she calls, you don't have to do no breathing or nothing. All we got to do is call up. This thing's no different than calling the gods up on the telephone. It's just that fast. They are right there with it. But the only thing about it here, it was a relationship that was made for me with her because she can't do that for nobody else and stuff.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? But what you want to do is find you a good one and tap in. And this is a good question you had to come up, because this is a way that we can find out things about our people. There's more than one way. We don't have to have written text, all this stuff. Nothing is never destroyed. There's whole libraries and Akashic records we can tap into. So what you want to do is go to the Akashic realm. You might be able to do it yourself. Go in and have confidence on what is coming to you, and it'll come to you like thoughts. It might not be voices at first. It'll come like thoughts, and they can channel the information and the history for you. People do it every day. It's just that we don't realize, a lot of times we don't know that there's several ways to get information, especially the information that was in an oral tradition. And a lot of the Olmec stuff probably was and never got translated into text. So you do it that way, but nothing is truly lost. There is ways to do it. You just have to go to the psychic realm. Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hello?
I'm here.
Yeah, so that's
okay, so about, we got trapped in a physical entity, right? You got any books on that as far as, like, when we get trapped and, like, the people, you know what I'm saying, that came, you know what I'm saying, when we came down here?
Stuff. There's so much information, dang.
Because, they left, right?
Huh?
I said they left, you know what I'm saying?
They didn't leave. They left. They left. They're inside of your body. That's where they are. They didn't leave. We got trapped into the physical, and our egos developed, and we started thinking that we were real, while our souls were those gods that got trapped in the physical.
So is that what all this is about there? So we come in. Right. No, I ain't on that. But I'm saying so.
Your soul used to be this entity, this God.
Right.
And it got trapped into a physical realm and went to sleep, and therefore your ego, or the person you think you are, took over and started running things. But the thing you think that left, it didn't left. It's on the inside of you. That's the chakras I was talking about.
And that's what. And so we come. So it's coming back. Then that's what all this shit is about, right?
That's why you having this conversation with me tonight. It's back. Otherwise, you wouldn't be having this conversation. You'd be like, Jesus is the answer. What a friend we had in Jesus. You'd be doing some of that shit.
Right.
You see, so it's back. Yes.
All right.
But get a book called Universe, Earth, and Man. Universe, Earth, and Man by Rudolf Steiner. And he goes into some of those things on how those vibratory rates fell. Universe, Earth, and Man by Rudolf Steiner, and also get his book Cosmic Memory. Now, he's German, so you're going to have to take your time to read him, because he's a hard read because he's German, you know, and stuff like that. Well, he was German. He died in the 30s. But you want to get the book by Rudolf Steiner, Universe, Earth, and Man. You want to get one, Cosmic Memory, by him, and that'll go into some of that Atlantean period stuff on how we fell and you know, into this particular predicament. Yes. But the 2012 thing is now. It is a cycle more than it is a date. The date is the artificial thing. You see, it is now. It's happening now as we speak. This is a 2012 event that we are having tonight.
Yes, it is. Well, Brother Bobby, we have 5 minutes left to go in the forum. I definitely want to invite you to come back. You're always welcome here to come share on the Remix family. And just go ahead. I was going to let you kind of sum it up to know what we're going to be moving into to continue this with OBB.
The gods are here. You got to pay attention to those chakras. I want you to get that Revelation book. It's a step-by-step guide. Revelation of St. John by Zachary F. Lansdowne. And that particular book, Understanding the Periods of Apocalypse, Kundalini Rising. It talks about the glamour, the Maya, and it talks about all these particular things, the union with the soul. It is an excellent read. I want you to get that. And, you know, and just get a diary and just start jotting down the smaller things that you might think, and that world will appear before you. You see. Are we still on?
Yes,
Hello?
we are.
Yes.
We're still here, Brother Bobby.
Yes, and so just do some of those things, you know, and just continue. I mean, it's there. You just got to pay attention to it and stop looking for it to come. It is already here, and it's going to start accelerating, especially when you put your mind to it. But right now, you can put your mind to creating what you want in your everyday life, because that's the way the power and the Kundalini energy is so powerful in us now, until you create what you want around you. So, like I said, if you want to get the stimulus packages, you want to get the picture packet, which we're really pushing, the stimulus package, which is doing wonders, and some of those other things I mentioned on the tape, throughout the tape, you need to call 678-358-1055 to get down with those things. Yes.
Oh, yes. All right,
and Linda will be standing by. So we will be standing by. It's not a number to hobnob. It's a number to get the orders and stuff like that. So you probably won't catch me in on them numbers, but you will be able to get in contact with Linda, and she can give you some of these products.